The idea for the film came to me in a dream. I woke up and I thought, what if Pablo Picasso was set in modern graffiti subculture? I wanted to be a coming-of-age story, so I started looking at Pablo Picasso's coming of age. That's what this whole story was based on, how tragedy can inspire creativity. In the 80s, I was involved with graffiti a little bit. I was actually more involved with breaking as a b-boy, and our crew, Fantastic Force, held down the Bay Area from like 85, 86. So that's all I did. I was just, possessed with b-boying. And a lot of my friends were really into graffiti, and I would catch tags and, rack paint. We'd do pieces once in a while, but it didn't consume my life. And especially I got arrested, come from a point in my lifestyle where I didn't want to be in trouble anymore. My involvement definitely gave me the perspective, like I know the motivation for wanting to write your name on somebody else's property. And when I wrote the script, I was definitely writing it from an 80s perspective, and it was very dated. Brian was actually originally brought onto the project to provide feedback for the script. He was, I've known Brian since he was 12 years old. He was my neighbor. I was in college, and he was this, 12-year-old skater kid next door. And so, I kind of brought the kid up. So I just called him up out of the blue and said I was working on this project, and I wanted him to take a look at the script because I knew he was involved with graffiti a little bit. So, he started giving me feedback from the script, and he was holding back a little. And I said, Brian, just let me have it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. So he started getting a little deeper and a little deeper and a little deeper. And then I finally started saying, well, sounds like you have a good idea of how this scene is written. Why don't you take that scene? So he started rewriting scenes. And then he just started getting confident, and really coming into his own, and ended up rewriting the whole script. So, then I went down to visit Brian in the city in San Francisco and saw really where he was at with graffiti, and I was pretty blown away. I didn't really realize.
The insight that he brought to the story, it wasn't just about here's a guy who knows the graffiti subculture, and he brought authenticity, and he put the characters and the relationship into the forefront.
Fucking you assholes. Nobody does it. I think you're being way too overt about it.
Ben and Brian are old friends, and Brian, both of them actually, have very strong personalities. There was great conflict on the set at times, and it was really difficult. I don't say this in like a blame-placing way at all. But it was a real challenge.